What is up? Sorry I'm late. I know, I'm sorry. But I was late for a good reason. I was just sitting around. I just signed 1,000 copies of Ghost Stories and like 500 copies of Death Threats. So I had to do that because I know you guys are waiting on your orders. So that's why I'm late. I apologize. But here we are. I think it's like 7:15 and we are live. What's up, everybody that's just joining? Hello. My name is Tom. We are live on Facebook. But yeah, like I said, I'm sorry I was late. I was signing everybody's albums. I have to go send these bad boys out this week. So it took a little bit longer than expected, but we're done and we're here and we're going to hang out. I only have like 3 like little things that I want to talk about. And I guess the rest of the time, I'll take questions and we'll just talk about stuff and we'll just get her done. So, what's up? I see lots of people are joining and sending likes and hearts and stuff. How's everybody doing? I'll do my best to keep up with the comments. What's up to my mom? I know she's watching. What's up to my sister? I know she's watching. My dad's in Nepal right now. And he's probably without Wi-Fi, so I doubt he's going to be here. But if by chance you're out there, Dad, what's up? And hello to all of the wonderful people in the Hangover gang that are here. I hope everybody's well. What day of the week is it? Like Thursday or something? Here we are, Thursday live stream. So, yeah, I don't have any like huge crazy announcements to make today. I'm just going to take some of your guys' questions. I just want a couple things I need to rip through here real quick. First and foremost, like I said, I just spent 2 hours signing all your guys' albums. So if you would like an autographed copy of Death Threats or you would like an autographed copy of Ghost Stories, go to www.hangovergang.com. You can buy them separately. You can get them together in a pack, whatever you want to do. This is the new one, 21 songs long. This is the old one, 19 songs long. Combined, it's like 4 hours of music, which I gotta say is pretty much unheard of these days, considering most albums that come out are only like 10 or 12 songs long. To have an album that's over 20 songs long, that's pretty major. And every single song is incredible. So I hope you guys pick them up. www.hangovergang.com. As you know, I signed them all myself. I packaged them all myself. I put the labels on the envelopes myself, and I take them to the post office myself. So if you decide to support, you're truly supporting what I believe is one of the most intense independent grinds out there today. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And I'm home for 3 more weeks until I hit the road on tour, which we'll talk about in a minute. I have 22 dates in November. I hope I see you guys on the road. But I'm here for 3 more weeks. So for 3 more weeks, I will be able to sign your albums, package them, and mail them to you personally. So if you want a copy of either album, be in a hurry, because only 2 more shipments are going to go out in the next 3 weeks, and then you're SOL for about a month and a half while I'm on the road. So www.hangovergang.com, 2 albums, they're all signed. You already know the drill. And after like 6 months of being out of stock on these bad boys and literally thousands of messages of people asking when we're going to get them, bing! The Make America Hate Again ski mask is back from the Everybody Hates Me video. I'm actually signing these as well because if you flip it inside out, there is a white space on the back of the embroidery. So I'm signing all the ski masks. Like I said, there's 3 weeks to grab these bad boys too. www.hangovergang.com. They look really cool. They keep you warm. And they piss people off. So it's pretty cool. I guess the only other thing I wanted to tell everybody was I posted last night about it. I have 22 shows coming up in November. I think I leave November. My first show is November 7th, and my last one is December 9th, I believe. So I just posted the poster to the group. You'll see it underneath this post. So I saw like thousands of people said they were coming out. I'm super duper excited. I'm going to be on the road with Falling in Reverse, which is like a super badass rock band. And yeah, I got a full set. So it's not like I'm opening or something like that. You don't have to worry about some like little 15-minute set. I'll be on stage for an hour. And just like every one of my own solo tours, I will be doing a free meet and greet after the show. I'll hang out at the merch booth. I'll shake everybody's hands. I'll give hugs. I'll give autographs, take photos, shoot the shit with you guys. So tickets for the tour are at www.hangovergang.com. You can also go to like Eventbrite or like the venue's actual website, like the House of Blues or whatever the venue is. You can go to their website as well. But yeah, tickets, www.hangovergang.com. I hope I see you guys out there. Super duper excited. Leaving in 3 weeks. That's really it. That's all I wanted to talk about. So I guess I'll just take some questions from you guys now. So if anybody has some great questions, just shoot them in the comments, and I'll do my best to get to them. I'll pound through as many as I can. I guess I'll just let you guys in on a little sneak peek. The next new song and new video is coming out like right away. So I'm leaving on tour in 3 weeks, and the next new song and new video will definitely be coming out before I leave. Just so you know. And it'll be on YouTube, and it'll be streaming on Spotify and all those things too. A lot of people have been asking me lately where they can stream my music. So just go to Spotify, find my artist page, Tom Macdonald. I have probably 50 songs up on my Spotify, including everything that's on YouTube's on Spotify. There's some Spotify exclusives, blah, 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 blah. So go stream my music so I can make a fraction of a penny per play. That'd be cool. But yeah, stream the music, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm going to take some questions. Let's do it. Heather Blevin says, what was your favorite spot on your last tour? I think Newport Richie was really cool. It was one of the first outdoor shows I've played, and it was in Florida, and it was just blazing hot, and there was 600 people there. Super sold out, outdoors, right on a lake. It was just awesome. As you guys know, I was out there with Struggle Jennings. We just had a super duper blast. That was great. Pensacola was awesome because I got to have a day off afterwards, and I just hung out at the little resort place where we were staying and stuff. So yeah, probably Newport Richie or Pensacola. Those were both great. Georgia was also great. OKC was amazing. Oklahoma was incredible. They were all really good. They're all really good for different reasons. So that's really it. Tommy D says, bro, there was just some sort of contest announced, a YouTuber's rap battle. Would you do it? No, I'm not a YouTube rapper. So I don't have any interest in doing that. Oh, I gotta just mention this to you guys. My last music video that dropped, Clone Rappers, just broke 1 million views. So I just have to say thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. Less than 2 weeks, over 1 million views on Clone Rappers. That's very, 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 very cool. And I owe it all to you guys. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. I love you guys so much. I think we're just over 610,000 subscribers on YouTube. And there's well over 680,000 of us in this group. So if you want to do me a massive, massive favor, let's get the YouTube subs to 1 million so I can get the gold YouTube plaque and hang it in here. Ding, right next to that silver one I got hanging behind me. But we got to hit 1 million subs on YouTube. So go to youtube.com/Tom Macdonald Official. Subscribe to my YouTube. I'd really appreciate it. I'll put the links. I'll put the links to the signed albums. I'll put the links to the signed ski masks. I'll put the links to the YouTube and the Spotify and blah, 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 blah. I'll put it in the comments as soon as we're done this live stream. So when you see my comment pop up in the feed, give it a like so it pushes it up. It makes it easier for other people to find it. I really appreciate that. Thank you. John Snow says, what are you doing for Christmas? Well, I've been going extremely hard this year. Dropped an album, dropped a shit ton of videos, went on tour I don't know, 3 times so far. I'm going to knock out this 4th tour. I'll get back here December 9th, and then I'm just going to take the rest of the month off and just relax for the first time in what feels like 3 years. Relax with my dogs, relax with my girlfriend, and just enjoy the holiday season. It seems like it's been years since I didn't have like a ton of stuff to do at Christmas. So for the first time in a while, I get to just relax and hang out, and then pedal to the metal in January. So it's not going to last long. It's going to be like a couple weeks, but I'm super excited. I'm going through your guys' questions. Destiny says, what is your favorite song that you've released, most fun / inspirational to make? Favorite song that I've released. Every time I release a song, I try to outdo the last one in some way, shape, or form. So it's just like always the latest one is my favorite because I produce all the beats and write all the songs and stuff. By the time that it actually gets released, I've heard it like 20,000 times. So the older the song is, the more I've heard it. So it's always whatever the most recent song is my favorite because I haven't just listened to it to death. So I guess I'm going to have to say Clone Rappers. If you haven't seen that, Clone Rappers, Tom Macdonald, check it out on YouTube. It's pretty cool. Most fun / inspirational to make. I think I had such a blast making Buttholes. Writing the song was a really fun process, and shooting the video was amazing. I got to be on set with a horse all day, so it was pretty cool. And you can check out Buttholes by your boy on YouTube as well. Mike Carpenter just asked, when does the next album or video drop? I just dropped an album like not even 2 months ago, so chill. And I just dropped a video like 2 weeks ago, so chill. But lots of new music and new videos coming like ASAP. Like I said, I leave for tour in 3 weeks, but before I leave, I'm going to drop the next video, and you'll be able to stream that. And I'm always working on new music, so there's not going to be any crazy wait or anything like that. So just stay tuned. Okay. Cody said, hey Tom, any new songs featuring Nova? I love you both. Yes, Nova's working on her album right now. It will be out shortly. We are planning to shoot a music video together as we speak. She was working on it all day, so there will be a new song with myself and Nova, both on the record, and it comes out really soon. So just stay tuned for that. Yo, also, like, I'm super sorry if I'm, like, really low energy and kind of, like, blah today. But Nova got sick when we were on tour, and then she gave the sickness to me on the drive back home. So I sat in a fucking van, super sick for 2 days. And now I've been home for, like, 4 days, and I'm, like, still a little bit under the weather. I'm fighting it. I'm swinging away. And I'm getting a little better every day, but I also just have like an immense workload and things to accomplish. So I'm probably not getting as much rest as I should. But I'm feeling better than I was. So I just want to apologize if I'm being a bummer because I'm sick. But I'm doing the best I can. I have a raging headache right now. I feel like my head's going to explode. I'm so glad this bandana is tied so tight around my cranium, because if it wasn't keeping everything here, I feel like everything would just fall out. So bear with me. I'm doing my best, and I'm doing it because I love you. Ryan says, do you wear contacts or are your eyes your legit color? My eyes are like my legit color. Weird question. Never been asked that before. Whoa. Almost dropped my light. Hold on. Boom, we're back in business. Okay. Let's get it going here. Joshua said, what do you think about Upchurch name dropping you and the Clone Rappers in his diss track? I thought that was super sick, man. Honestly, bro, like, I know a lot of people don't like Ryan, just because he's outspoken. He's like me, man. He just says what he feels, and a lot of people don't like him for it, and it's too fucking bad. But I love Church, bro. When my stuff first started blowing up, Church was the very first rapper to ever reach out to me. He hit me up, and I think I sent him my phone number, and he FaceTimed me like that day. So I got nothing but love for Upchurch, man. I'll ride for him forever. So yeah, so he name dropped me in his diss record against that other dude, and that was super fire, dude. I was stoked about that. I was really glad. Yak Etep says, if you are not a YouTube rapper, what kind of rapper are you? I'm a rapper with like an actual fan base that actually tours and actually does this for a living, and really like does this for real outside of the internet. So I'm a rapper without a label that's yeah, I'm Tom Macdonald. Tom Macdonald ain't a fucking YouTube rapper. Just what it is. Somebody said they're going trick-or-treating in the ski mask. That's lit. Joey Carey says, did you used to be part of the band Archew? I hope I just said that right, because I've seen that name before. Or Atreyu, maybe? I don't know. I know that's a huge fucking band. No, I was not in Atreyu. That sounds lit, though. Mike GKB says AEW or WWE. Man, a wrestling question. Far out, dude. WWE all day, man. I'm a WWE guy. AEW is cool too, but it shouldn't be AEW or WWE. If you're a wrestling fan, you should just support the wrestling industry. You should watch both shows and just hope that both shows are good and hope that the friendly competition elevates both products, and that would just be good for pro wrestling. It's so weird, man. Wrestling fans are like so fucked. Nobody hates pro wrestling more than pro wrestling fans. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people saying like really nice things and just dropping compliments and stuff, which I really do appreciate. But I'm looking for questions. If you got good questions, let's do it. I'm going to give you guys a minute to figure your questions out. So I'm just going to reiterate myself one time. I am home from tour for 3 more weeks. For 3 more weeks, I am signing your albums, I am packing your albums, I am labeling your albums, and I am shipping your albums to you. So my old album, Ghost Stories, is right here, signed. My old album, Death Threats, is right here, signed. And my new album, Ghost Stories, is right here, signed. You can buy them separately, or you can buy them in a bundle pack, www.hangovergang.com. Every single copy is autographed, as well as the ski masks are back in stock. They're over like half gone. So if you want one, you should probably make a move. I think I only have like maybe 15 or 20 left. So make a move. I'm signing all these as well, www.hangovergang.com. That's enough promo. Let's get back into the questions. Crystal says, do your shirts work as the same as the albums? No, I don't sign the shirts. That's the other thing. There's tons of shirts and hats and hoodies and necklaces and all types of stuff on the website, hangovergang.com. But no, I do not sign the shirts. I just sign the albums. I personally handle all of the albums, all of the ski masks, but the t-shirts get printed by a company and they send them out for me. So I don't physically touch the t-shirts unless it's some sort of special order that I do. But that's the only thing. I hired a company to send out the t-shirts, or I'd just be at the post office 7 fucking days a week, and I'm already there like 5 days a week, and I just need 2 days off. So they handle the t-shirts. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's what it is. Bonnie says, would you ever join Macklemore for a performance? Mad respect to both of you. Yo, man, I know a lot of people hate Macklemore and they say he's corny and whatever. And maybe he is, man. Maybe Macklemore's a corny dude. I don't know. But I fucks with Macklemore, dude. I really do dig Macklemore. I think he's super fucking talented. And I see a lot of parallels in his career and my career. Like, I think it's just him and his homie that produce and write all his music, and he does all his videos independently. I think the only deal he ever signed was distribution from Warner, and you guys already know that I'm like super like fuck the record labels. So anybody that's like having success at that type of level without a record label, that guy's A-okay with me. So would I join him up with for a performance? Hell yeah. Oh, somebody says, why do you keep saying your last day is the 9th? I took the week off to go see you on the 11th. Okay, the 11th is the last date. I'm sorry, dude. I'm so busy. I don't have the fucking poster right in front of me, man. But I'll see you on the 11th. I'm stoked. I can't wait. I guess I'll just reiterate that one more time, too. I have 22 shows in November. 22! So if you want to come hang out, go to www.hangovergang.com and grab tickets. 22 shows in November, touring with Falling in Reverse. It's going to fucking rock. It's going to be good. Alexander Soto says, what advice would you give someone who wants to become an independent artist? Man, I get asked this all the time, and the answer is so cliche, but it just is what it is, dude. It's the best answer, man. Just like, be yourself. Don't sign any contracts. You don't need a manager. You don't need a booking agent. You don't need a PR team or a publicist or a marketing team or a social media manager or any of that shit. You can do this stuff all yourself. It's very, very easy. That's the business side of things. Creatively, just be you, bro. When I started making music when I was a kid, when I was like 19 years old or something, I didn't want to be myself. I was scared to be myself. So I wrote songs about the same shit that everybody else was writing songs about. Drugs and money and clothes and girls and cars and blah, 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 blah. Which is fine if that's what you want to do. But in my personal opinion, like, if you're not making music to help people, and if you're not making music that's genuine to who you are, you don't have any fucking business making music. Put the fucking mic down, fuck off and do something else, and just let people that really give a shit about this stuff to do it. So just be yourself. Don't talk about anything you don't know about. If you work at 7-Eleven, rap about that. If you work at Walmart, rap about that. If you're a dog walker, rap about that. If your mom's sick, rap about that. Whatever the case may be. Be authentic to yourself, be genuine, be real, because people gravitate towards what's real. People gravitate towards the truth, so just be that. That's the best answer I can give you, creatively. And like I said, the business side is a whole other thing, but I rattled off a quick list for you, so that's a good start. Tony says, what was it like making the video Hang On for you? It was a personal one. So if you guys, Hang On is the video I wrote about, like, depression and mental illness, and I'm actually hanging from a noose in that video. Extremely, extremely difficult video to shoot for a plethora of different reasons. Yes, the song was very personal. If you watch that video, you can see I'm actually, like, almost crying a little bit while I'm saying that song. When I perform that song on tour, I've cried during it. I've had to stop the song. It's a very, very difficult song to perform for me just because it is so true to just who I am. So that made the video difficult to shoot, but actually, like, what made the video the most difficult to shoot was, like, actually getting that noose around my neck, because I had a harness underneath my shirt. So I had the harness rigged to the back of the noose, and the harness went up to the ceiling. So obviously, like, there was no actual weight being supported in the noose. It was all being supported on my torso. And when you're just hanging for long periods of time, like, your legs start to go numb. It cuts off the blood flow to your legs, and so that's really difficult. It's also really hard to hang straight facing the camera. So, like, you'd be hanging there, and then you'd start to twist, and then soon I'd be 4 lines in, and I'm, like, turning like this away from the camera. So that was, like, super duper difficult. And we actually tried to shoot that video once before in a forest using a tree to hang me, and we just couldn't get the harness and stuff to work properly. So extremely, extremely difficult video to shoot for a number of different reasons. That's a little behind the scenes info. Rosie Taylor says, how's the bracelet hit? Has the bracelet hit any more Guitar Center employees? I can't even believe somebody remembers that. I told a story not long ago. I was in Guitar Center and a fan had made me all these beaded bracelets, and I was wearing all these beaded bracelets, and I was using the railings. I was pressing myself up on the railings and then swinging my feet out and dropping down one stair at a time. And when I got to the bottom of the stairs, I swung my arms out and one of my bracelets flew off my wrist and hit this like employee in the face. And it was like this huge stupid thing that happened. But no more employees have been injured in the making of me going down steps like a fucking child. Okay, 3 times I've seen people say, how can I get physical copies of your albums? www.hangovergang.com. Go to the store section. You can click on a single album, either one of them, or the double albums, and you can purchase them that way. Somebody else asked, how can I get physical copies of your older albums? Well, you can't, first of all. This is a funny BTS story. I have 1,000 copies of the first album that I ever made that I was sure I was going to sell when I was like 19 years old, except it was fucking terrible. And I only sold like 30 of them. So I have like 970 copies of my first album ever stashed away in a storage container. I also have physical copies of all my other projects, probably like 100 per project, just stashed away in a storage container. And that's where they'll stay. I'm going to burn them all one day, like with fire. Like I'm not going to burn them to make copies in a computer. I'm going to light them on fire until they burn away into nothingness and they no longer exist. So I'm sorry, but you can't get them. I apologize. Matthew Golden says, pardon me guys, like I said, I'm a little under the weather. Matthew Golden says, now that your music is insanely different than it was during the first couple albums, do you look back on your old music and hate it since it literally represents the things you don't like in your recent songs? No, I don't hate it. Not at all. It doesn't represent me accurately anymore, but I mean, that's what it is, dude. Like, everybody starts somewhere. If you're a pro wrestler and you look back at your first match, you're not going to like it. If you're a painter, you're going to look back at your first painting, you're not going to like it. If you're a chef and you look back at the first meal you ever cooked, it's not going to be that good. But it's like everybody starts from humble beginnings. So it's a nice reminder of like that I finally found my way and I'm doing what I want to do now. I'm doing what's important to me now. And it's always, you know, you gotta keep your eyes on the fucking road, but it's nice to be able to look in that little rearview mirror and see where you came from. It's a positive thing. So no, I don't hate it, but obviously, it doesn't accurately represent me anymore. That's my only beef with it. Territory Cadaver says, are you going to get creative with your shows the more you progress in your music career? Absolutely. I think the last few tours I've started doing a little bit crazier stuff. The Falling in Reverse tour that we're doing in November is going to be really cool. Big rooms, lots of technology, lights, smoke, all the bullshit. So those should be really cool shows. And then when I embark on my solo tour next year, I have big plans for that. So I can't let the cat out of the bag just yet, but that's what it is. Melissa Mary says, what was the first tattoo ever and how old were you? Well, this is embarrassing, but this is my first tattoo ever. It says passion, which is like super fucking lame. But I was 17. I was pro wrestling at the time. Pro wrestling was my passion. It was my life. I was spending like hours in the gym every day. I was training all the time. I just loved it. So, like I said about the rear view mirror, man, it's nice to be able to see where you came from, but thank God you're not there anymore. But yeah, it was kind of funny because I got it right around Christmas time and I had to keep it a secret because my dad said no tattoos. And then obviously my dad came to a wrestling show where I was performing and I'm wearing my wrestling gear, which clearly I'm not wearing a shirt. And that was the first time he ever saw my tattoo. And I was terrified to go out into the arena at intermission and shake hands and do autographs and stuff because I thought my dad was going to give me shit. And then I walked up to my dad and I said, "Hey, what did you think of the match?" And he said, "Oh, it was amazing." And he reached down and picked my arm up and looked at my arm. And he just stared at it. And I said, "What do you think?" And he said, "It's pretty cool." And then after I got that stamp of approval from my papa, I mean, shit, look at me now. I'm jiffied up, baby. So yeah. I'm flipping through your comments looking for another question. Calvin Weaver says, "What motivated you to do a song like Ashes?" So Ashes is a song I put out not too long ago. If you haven't heard it, check out my YouTube. The song's called Ashes. It's like a rock song, really heavy beat, big guitars, big like chain claps and like big beastie kicks and stuff. I just always loved rock and roll, man. I always just been like a rock guy forever. I was a rock guy before I was ever a hip hop guy. So it's just always been in my blood, man. Rock and roll saved my soul. Had to do it. And like I tell everybody all the time, man, I don't care if I make rap music or hip hop music or urban music or whatever anybody wants to call it. This shit is fucking rock and roll to me. Rock and roll has always been about screaming the truth at the top of your fucking lungs. So I don't care if it's 808 drums and synthetic snares or if it's guitars and drum sets. It's the same to me. Everything is rock and roll to me, and rock and roll has always been about screaming your truth at the top of your motherfucking lungs. There you go. Ryan J. Shuffy says, "Have you seen The Joker? What were your thoughts?" No, I haven't seen Joker yet. I really like Joaquin Phoenix, and I love The Joker, so I'm like super stoked. My homie just saw it the other day, and he said it was like surprisingly slow, and he wished that he knew it was that slow when he went into the theater because he was expecting something else. But I'm totally cool with that. I heard it's a beautiful movie. I heard it's like very like artistically done, super tasteful. I'm stoked. I want to see it. AJ Hickman says, "What does Hangover Gang represent as a whole?" Woo! I mean, it's kind of changed. Like the music has changed over time, like we were talking about. The definition and the meaning and the spirit behind Hangover Gang is like also, it's changed a little bit. So it used to be just like, I used to drink like it was my fucking job, man. I was getting wasted like it was going out of style. So I was drinking all the time with my friends and just causing a ruckus and living it up, having the best time of our lives like every single night. Every day was the weekend. We were hungover every day and we were getting wasted again every day. We were the Hangover Gang. And I always just really liked it. And drinking was a big part of my life at that point in time. And, every time I see it, it's like looking in the rear view. It reminds me, hangover, baby. I don't want to be hungover anymore, so it's a nice little reminder. But it still represents the same thing. We're just a group of people, minus the booze in my case. We're just a group of people, best friends, and I'm talking about me and you guys. I hate the word fans. You guys are my family. I don't use the word fans. A lot of artists say, "I got the greatest fans in the world." You guys are not my fans. You guys are more than that. You guys are my friends and you guys are my family. But it just represents the same thing still. We're just like a bunch of friends trying to have the best time of our lives as often as possible. And we know how hard that can be, man. Especially with like, the stuff we talk about all the time. Anxiety and depression and, all the brutal things that happen in life. It's difficult. So it's just, just a bunch of friends trying to have the best time of our lives as often as possible. So that's really it. Dun, 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 dun. When I scroll through the comments looking for a question, I always make songs to myself because it fills the silence and it makes me feel not awkward. Here's a question I'm gonna answer now. Jeremiah Story says, "What is your view on what's happening with Ryan Upchurch?" dude, what's happening with Ryan Upchurch? I haven't heard anything about that. I know that Upchurch, myself, Steven Crowder, Ben Shapiro, Struggle Jennings, I'm sure guys like Adam Calhoun and all those guys, I know that a lot of us are getting shadow banned on social media right now. So if that's what you mean, fuck the platforms. We're all getting shadow banned because we talk about things that don't fit the narrative of the people who own the platforms, essentially. This is what's going on. The platforms are all owned by like liberal people, which is fine. I don't have any problem with liberals. I don't have any problem with Republicans. I don't got problems with none of it. This is the issue that I have, okay? Liberals are cool. Republicans are cool. This is the issue that I have. Republicans and anybody that seems to have a Republican point of view are being shadow banned on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Because that's just the cool thing to do these days. It's progressive to be liberal. It's progressive to have 27 genders. It's progressive to, just be oversensitive to the entire world's feelings all the time. It's progressive to keep your facts close to your chest so you don't offend anybody else. It's progressive, and it's not progressive. It's fucking retarded. If something on the internet hurts your feelings, if a debate hurts your feelings, if a song hurts your feelings, if an artist hurts your feelings, shut the fuck up and find better problems. That's it, bro. If you're being offended by something you see on the internet, find better fucking problems. I got a few you could fucking have. There's tons of people out there with real fucking problems, bro. Stop being a pussy. But that's where I have the issue, is that people like us, especially people that are right-wing leaning or seem like they might be right-wing leaning, or anybody that's even criticized the left, is being shadow banned on the internet. It's hard to find our videos. It's hard to find our content. It's difficult to connect with our fans and our friends and our family. It's just fucking ridiculous. So on the topic of that, please, when you see my videos on YouTube or you see my videos on Facebook or you see anything to do with me, please do me a favor and share the hell out of it. Subscribe to my channels and like my pages and follow me and all that stuff, because they're making it increasingly difficult for us to connect with the people who support us. And they're doing that on purpose. They're doing it in hopes that... I almost dropped my light. They're doing it in hopes that it'll shut us up. And I don't know if it's going to shut up Upchurch. I doubt it. I don't think it's going to shut up Crowder. I don't think it's going to shut up Shapiro. I don't think it's going to shut up Struggle. I know for a fact it's not going to shut me up. If it's going to do anything, it lit a fire under my ass, and I'm just going to get way fucking louder. So I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but that's really the only thing I know that's going on. So yeah, I appreciate everybody supporting us through this time. It sucks. It's really difficult. It exponentially makes the independent grind harder, and they're doing it on purpose. But it's fine. Fuck those guys. We don't need those guys. All we need is each other, and we will power through this, and it'll be just fine. So thank you for everybody that stuck with me and stuck with the other artists. It's awesome. We love you for it. We need you. We absolutely need you. Thank you. Okay. James Blackburn says, who's your favorite, The Rock or Stone Cold Steve Austin? Bro, that ain't even a question. Stone Cold Steve Austin, all motherfucking day, all night, and twice on Sunday. The Rock's a bitch. No, I'm just playing, man. The Rock's cool and shit, but I really like his movies and all that, but the second he steps into a wrestling ring, nah, bro. Nah, bro. It's Steve Austin all day. Somebody tell Steve Austin that I need to be on his podcast. We would talk so much amazing shit, and it would be very, 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 very entertaining. So go on Twitter. I think it's Steve Austin BSR. Yeah, at Steve Austin BSR. Just spam him. Blow him up. Tell him to have Tom Macdonald on his podcast. It's on my bucket list. I need to go talk shit with the Texas Rattlesnake. Tommy Lee says, Tom, sign me and be my ghostwriter. I got charisma. Let's get famous. I already am famous. Thank you very much. And B, I'm not going to write your songs for you. I'm never going to have anybody else write my songs for me. That's sucker shit. No hate, bro. I'm sure you're a great artist, and I'm sure you got all the charisma in the world. You'll be just fine. Just find your center and write your songs. It'll be good. Leon Sampson says, are you a gamer? If so, what platforms do you prefer? I have PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I also have PSVR and a Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch is super lit. When you're on the road, you're on tour, and you're like sitting in the back of a van. It's dope. I just finished Zelda on this last tour. They re-released the first Zelda, so I just finished that. It was super lit. I love the Xbox. I just finished Days Gone on PS4, which was really great. And I just picked up the new Borderlands 3, I think. We got that because there's co-op. It's like the only first-person shooter co-op that's even on the market right now. So me and Nova have been playing that together, and it's been fire. It's been a really good time. So I like them all equally, just for different things. I think PlayStation tends to have the best exclusive titles. I think Xbox has better games in general. And I think the Nintendo Switch is like super nostalgic. I've been playing a lot of like Turok and Zelda, old N64 games. So they're all really good for different reasons. Sorry, I just geeked out hard on video games. I like video games. And I'm not ashamed of it. Okay? I like fucking video games. People keep asking, where do you get the contacts that you use in your videos? I just Google it. I buy them from different places all the time. I just get them off the internet. There's not like a store you can go to or anything. Olivia Dews says, what was your inspiration for Buttholes? Geez, I think that was pretty clear. It just seems like everybody just hates one another because of the internet and differing opinions. It's just like, why hate somebody because they have a different opinion than your own? That's so fucking crazy. Like, do you know how boring this place would be if we all believed the same thing? It would be lame, man. There'd be no reason to jump on the internet and talk shit to other people. God knows that's all of our favorite pastime. But yeah, that was really it. Just like people getting upset over differences in opinions, and it's the hatred is so strong over things that are just so obscure and irrelevant that I just thought, like, yeah, let's talk shit about people for a while and call them buttholes. And it worked. It's good. Jenny says, can I ask what gave you the inspiration for this house? Yeah, this house was the response that I got, or was my response to the criticism I received from writing White Boy. Because I released White Boy and everybody said, oh, he's a racist. He's a piece of shit. We hate him so much. He's the worst rapper ever. And so I just I just wrote this house for everybody that talks shit. And it went really well. It's funny, like Joyner Lucas can write a song about racism and the whole world embraces it. And they're like, oh, Joyner Lucas, you're the most amazing person ever. But then like a white dude writes a song that's anti-racism and the whole world's like, you're a racist and you're white, so you're not allowed to talk about racism. So then I wrote this house because I was just like, fuck you, actually. Fuck you and you and you and you. And hey, you way in the back there, fuck you too. So that was the inspiration for this house. Tommy TR says, so what is one topic you've wanted to cover but you haven't? There's a lot of them. I'm covering them on the next album, so I can't tell you right now. A, because everybody's going to steal that idea. And B, I'm not trying to burn my content. So you'll see when the next album drops. Jeremy Tatum says, how hard was it for you to get where you are? I'm in the middle of a life transfer, looking for some inspiration. Incredibly difficult, but worth it. Every step of the way, man. Worth it every step of the way. It's funny because a lot of people have dreams, but those same people like want money. So there's like two roads that you can take. And like one of them is security and promised money and a 9-to-5 job, and the other road is your dreams. And a lot of people think that like if you take the dream road, then you're never gonna have any money, and you're never gonna have any steady income, and you're never gonna have security. But this is the thing. Most people don't realize this. Yes, the stable security road, the 9-to-5 road, it is a lot easier to travel that road. And it's a shorter distance between there and quote unquote success. And the dream road is really windy, and it goes way over to the side, and it takes you down through a river, and then takes you through a fucking field with potholes, and then a really bumpy ass road where you pop all your tires, and it's much longer, and you run out of gas, and you get out and you have to walk, and then you crawl through the dirt for a while, and it's a pain in the ass. But what most people don't realize is the dream road and the money road, they do intersect somewhere down the line. Those two lines intersect. So you just have to be vigilant and brave and strong and resilient. And if you are those things, and driven and hardworking, if you're those things, take the dream road, endure the pain and the suffering and the hardships along the way, because your road will intersect with the money road one day, and you will get security and steady income and all of the things that were promised to you into 9-to-5s. So that's all I can say. Is just stay vigilant, stay hardworking, stay brave, stay strong, stay resilient, and the transfer that you're going through in your life will just be fine. Andrea says, what's your favorite thing to do while on the road for entertainment? Go to the shows, really. Everything else on the road sucks. The shows are cool. Meeting everybody after the shows is cool. Signing autographs is cool. Taking pictures is cool. That's all cool. So that's the best part. That's the most entertaining thing. Plus, I just inhaled a piece of hair. It was fucking gross. I almost just fucking gagged. Gnarly. Like I said, I bring the Nintendo Switch with me on the road too, so I have a really good time playing video games on the road. But yeah, that's about it. I'm going to reiterate myself one more time. I'm home for 3 more weeks. If you want a signed copy of either one of my albums, you have 3 weeks to do it. I am personally signing every single copy. I am personally packaging every single copy. I am labeling every single copy, and I am mailing every single copy myself. www.hangovergang.com. This is 4 hours of music between these 2 albums. My first album, Death Threats, has 19 songs. My new album, Ghost Stories, has 21 songs, all produced by myself, all written by myself. Enjoy them. Hangovergang.com. Every copy is autographed. Also, the most offensive ski mask in America is back in stock, baby. www.hangovergang.com. There's also a white space inside these masks. You can see it here. I'm signing the white space inside these masks. So autographed ski masks, www.hangovergang.com. Enjoy them. Let's keep going with the questions. Katie Dillon says, how does it feel knowing that you touch so many people's lives? It's incredible, man. It's amazing. It's the best part of my job. I didn't realize, I started making music to help myself, and then I started putting that music out into the world, and I found out that it was, helping other people, and then those people tell me, hey, man, your music saved my life, or I listen to your music when I'm getting radiation, or my mom just passed away, and your music's the only thing that helped me through, or I lost my job, and I'm listening to your music on the way home from the bus, and it makes me feel not so bad. Those are, the best things ever, to know that I'm helping me, and in turn it's helping other people. That's the most rewarding part of this business, period. It's amazing. I'm just glad to know that there's other people out there struggling just like I am, and we're all struggling together, and the music helps a little bit. It's super cool, man. So that's it. I wish I could find the perfect words, but I'm not sure if they exist. It's the most incredible feeling in the world. Christopher Johnson says, how long have you been growing your hair? Shit, man. I don't know. It's kind of curly right now, but it's really down to here. A while, bro. Probably Probably 6 years or something. But I don't cut my hair, so like it's in really bad shape, so it just kind of like breaks off and shit. If I took care of my hair and cut it and trimmed it and all that shit, it'd probably be like down in my fucking ass. But it's about like midway down my back right now. And I'm cool with having fucked up hair. I think it looks better than super nice hair. I don't know. Sylvia says, what's the oldest person that's attended your concerts? I don't know. Honestly, probably like late 70s, 75, 76. And the youngest is probably like 5 or 6. It's really cool, man. When you come to one of my shows and you see that, like, you know, there's a shit ton of people there that are like, you know, 18 to 30. But there's also, like, at the all ages show, there's like 5, 6-year-old kids that are just like in love with me. And there's also older people, like, you know, that are my parents' age or older, 50, 60, 70 years old. It's like a really broad cross section. It's really fucking amazing. It's very, very cool. A lot of people are asking about Upchurch and if I'd ever work with them, because I guess we talked about Upchurch. I've already worked with Upchurch. Me and Upchurch have a song done. It's his song and it just hasn't come out. I don't know why it hasn't come out. I fucking killed it. Struggle Jennings is on that song too. He sent me a copy of it the other day just so I could hear it. And I just destroyed it. Killed the verse. Church killed his verse. Struggle killed his verse. The song's fucking incredible. So I don't know why it hasn't come out yet. Go blow up Ryan Upchurch and tell him to release our music, because you guys want to hear it. Maybe he'll listen to you guys. I don't know. Rob McCoy says, do you think you will ever sign to a label? Why haven't you been signed? No, I'm never going to sign to a label. Why haven't I been signed? Because I keep turning labels down. It's not a question of like, am I getting deal offers? I've turned down more deal offers than I even care to remember. But this is the thing, like, why would I sign to a label? Am I willing to sacrifice my artistic integrity and my morals and what I believe in for money and resources? This is 2019, man. It's like Revenge of the Artist. You don't need a record label anymore. I need you. You guys are my record label. My supporters and my fans and my friends and my family, you guys are more than any record label could ever offer me. At this point, if a record label wanted to sign me, it's because they see that we're doing so well and they see you guys as customers and dollar signs, and they just know that they can just find ways to make us hemorrhage money, and they just soak it up. And like, not only am I not willing to sacrifice the integrity of my art, but I'm like also not willing to sacrifice the time, energy, and money of my fans. Fuck that. We did this. We truly did build this house. We did this all ourselves. I'm not going to give it to some record label to capitalize on. It's bullshit. So, fuck, I keep like going like, and it probably sounds like I'm a fucking cokehead or something. Disclaimer, never done cocaine in my life because I don't do drugs. Drugs are for losers. I'm just sick. You can probably hear it in my voice. And every time I go, I'm just getting all this snot out of my throat. And then I'm swallowing it. So I'm here live on Facebook swallowing snot for you guys right now. And taking all your questions. I'm struggling, man. I'm doing the best I can. Sierra Brooks says, do you want to have children one day? If so, how many? I think you'd be an awesome dad. Thank you so much, Sierra. That means a lot. I'm definitely going to be a dad one day. Definitely want to have kids. Not in the midst of all the craziness that's going on right now. Career-wise, I just got to kind of stay focused and do what's best to attain some sort of stability in my life. And I just have goals that I need to accomplish. And once those goals are accomplished, I will bring somebody else into this world and do my best to help them achieve their goals. But I don't want to resent anybody for putting a stop to my dreams. So I have to accomplish what I need to accomplish first, and then I can bring a couple little baby Toms into the picture, and I can help them do what they want to do in their lives. But in order for me to accurately, effectively care for them and be a good father, I need to do what I got to do first. Dennis Elliott says, do your metaphors just flow out of you like they do, or do you like study books? I just smiled because if you know me, I don't study books. Not much of a studier, you know? Not much of a reader. I've just always had a knack for the English language. That was the whitest thing I've ever said. I've just always had a knack for the English language, but it's true. I have. I've just always been really good at metaphors and similes and shit like that. So I guess I'm just good at it, man. God made me this way, bro. Don Reynolds says, when did you decide to start rapping on today's topics? I've talked about it before, but it was like 3 or 4 years ago now that I had a total fucking mental breakdown. It almost killed me. You know, I was totally done, almost gave up on music. It was the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life. But, you know, it seems like in our darkest hour, that's when the light presents itself to us. And, in my darkest hour, I saw the light, and I almost lost my life to a mental breakdown, and that showed me what I really care about, who I really care about, what I want to talk about, and how I want to talk about it. So it was sort of coming out of the woodwork after the mental breakdown. I knew what I wanted to do. I know how I wanted to do it, and that's when I started writing about things that really mean something to me. So that's when I started rapping on sort of today's topics, as you put it. Yak Etep says, what is your worst show experience so far? Worst show experience. I don't think I've really had one. I had really good luck, man. A lot of amazing shows. You know, there's been some smaller shows, and those always suck, but it always feels like intimate, and you get to like really hang out with everyone after the show and get to know people. And I've actually made some like really cool friends at the shows. So even the shows that were not good for in some aspects were good for other reasons. So that's really just what it's about, is just framing things properly in your mind so they're not negatives, they're positives. So yeah, I wouldn't really say I had a worst show experience. Like 10 people have asked me if I'm a clone. The answer is yes. I'm tired of answering this question. 3rd generation clone. If you don't believe me, go watch my YouTube video. It's called Cloned Rappers by Macdonald. And it's all outlined in that video, okay? No, I'm not a clone, man. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't be crazy. I can't be replicated. Copy the attitude and the chains, but no one will ever do me the same. That's from the Cloned Rappers song. I can't be replicated. No, I'm not a clone. Okay, here we go. What else we got going on here? Jason Wilhelm says, how much did you miss your dogs and Nova when you both came home from being on tour? We missed our dogs so much, dude. It was just like every time I see a dog when I'm on tour, I have to touch it. I touched a dog in a bookstore. I hugged a dog on the street. A couple dogs. One of the venue owners brought 2 dogs to the show. I hung out with his dogs the entire show backstage. I fucking love dogs. We missed the shit out of our dogs. It's so nice to be back here and squishing them in my bed every single night. It's been amazing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did I miss my dogs? 1,000, bro. Zachariah Bushholt says, what is your dream wrestling match? If I was in it, me and Steve Austin. If I wasn't in it, Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, or Stone Cold Steve Austin and Hulk Hogan. That would be the biggest match of all time. The biggest match of all time that never happened, and I think that would have just been amazing. It would have did really good business, would have been very entertaining to people. I think that would have been great. Teeny McLean says, have you found all your success so far fulfilling? That's a good question. I wouldn't say that I'm fulfilled. Because there's still things that I do want to do and still things that I want to accomplish. And I feel like we're really at like the tip of the iceberg here. This is very, very minor success compared to what I project will happen in my career. I'm very, extremely thankful and I feel enormously fortunate for the success that I have experienced. And it is fulfilling, absolutely. Am I 100% fulfilled with what I've accomplished to date? No. Still lots of work to do, still lots of time to do it. So we just got to keep on rocking and rolling, baby. Edgar Varela says, have you heard or seen Diane Antwoord's music and videos? Yeah, of course. I've seen Diane Antwoord stuff. I haven't seen it in a long, long time. Are they still even making music? The stuff that I did see, like, whatever, a year ago or something was fucking awesome. They're great. Okay, I'm going to scroll to the bottom of our conversation because I'm answering questions that came in a long ass time ago because it's impossible to keep up with you guys. Oh man, people are saying some funny stuff. Funny stuff that I can't repeat because it's just going to start beef. I'm tired of beefing with other rappers. Because even when, fuck it. Forget it. I was about to go on a rant. Forget it. What else we got going on here? Why didn't I take my dogs with me on the road? There's not enough room for the dogs. And one of my dogs is massive, and he would not be happy in a vehicle for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours at a time. That's not nice for him. So dun, 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 dun. Here I go, making up another song while I scroll through the comments. Is there any questions here? Nope, I'll keep scrolling. Here I go. Calvin Weaver says, you ever thought of doing a dinner theater music show? No. Honestly, no. I don't want... Yo, I have a fucking funny story. I just remembered. You asked if I ever thought of doing a dinner theater music show, and my first thought is, I don't want to be standing on stage looking out at a room full of people that's eating fucking dinner, because that's like a vibe kill. But I just remembered this. Yo, this is hilarious. Okay, when I first started rapping, when I was like 19 years old, I got a gig performing at a junior high school, which was grades like 6 to 9, okay? It was like one of the first shows I ever did. They're going to give me $500. I was like so stoked, you know? I felt like I made it. I'm going to go play this show at this school. It's going to be incredible. And I get to the school, all is well. They set up the music. They give me a mic. I get out on stage, and I'm introducing myself to this gymnasium full of fucking students. And while I'm introducing myself, hey guys, my name's Tom Macdonald. I'm a rapper, blah, 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 blah. Like a crew of teachers come in, like the entire faculty from the school comes in, and they have like 40 pizza boxes, and they're taking slices of pizza and putting them on napkins and giving them to all the kids in the gymnasium. So by the time I'm done saying, hi, this is my name, this is my story, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. By the time I'm done talking, every fucking kid in the entire place had a giant ass slice of pizza in front of their face, and they're just mowing cheese pizza down. And it's just like, I'm like standing up there like, did you really just give all these kids fucking pizza like 2 minutes before I'm gonna perform? Nobody even gives a shit that I'm here anymore. They're just stoked that they're not dying from starvation. So like, every time I needed people to make noise, it was just like a scatter of like, so it was just like fucking brutal. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the dinner theater thing, man. I guess I'm just having flashbacks to the worst shit ever. The person that asked about what's my worst show experience ever, that would be it. the pizza at the fucking junior high school. Worst show experience of all time, bro. I'm going through your comments, looking for a question. This song has a different flow than the last one that I sang when I went through the comments. John Dalton says, "What's up, Tom? Are you having a good day?" Better now, bud. Better now. It was a pretty good day. Like I said, I signed like 1,000 albums for you guys, so that was a little stressful. Gave me a headache. Popped 2 Tylenols and drank half a bottle of water before I jumped on this live stream, though, and I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty fucking good now. So, hope you're having a good day too. William Moody says, "What do you think of Eminem and NGK disses?" Holy shit. Didn't that happen like a year ago? We still talking about Eminem versus MGK? I mean, I'm sure it was good for business for both of them. I've already talked about it so many times. Can I just be honest? I don't give a fuck about Eminem or MGK. Or the beef. I listened to each one of their songs one time. Who gives a shit? Juju Lopez says, "What tattoo hurt the most?" It's actually really easy. I don't even have to think about it. A lot of people think that like the eyelids or like maybe the forehead or the sides of my face, that hurt the most. Nah. Choking on my hair. Not by a long shot. Everything on my stomach and my ribs, worst shit ever. Worst shit ever. If you're going to go get a tattoo and you can avoid doing stomach or ribs, avoid those places for as long as you possibly fucking can. They are the worst. But yeah, those hurt a lot. Okay, I'm going down to the bottom of your comments again. So if anybody has some brilliant ideas for questions, man, shoot them out there because I'm all the way at the bottom of the chat now. So all the new questions, I'm going to see them pop in. John Wilder says, "Would you ever be willing to do a USO show for military? If so, which branch would you like to perform for?" So I have like a lot of military fans, a lot of them. Some of my favorite people on the entire planet. I actually just did a show in Florida, and the guy that owned the club was a military guy, and he ended up really liking the music, and I got to talk to him and said, yeah, I have a really big military following, and I'd really love to perform at some bases and stuff like that. So I'm working with him right now to actually do some shows for the troops on the bases. I'm not sure what branches they are. I don't know where in the country they are, but I'm trying to do like a big string of them, and then be free, and just get to go to the bases and perform for the people that hold us the fuck down and take care of the country, and I'm super duper stoked to do it. If I got any military guys in the chat right now, big love to you guys. I don't give a shit what's progressive or what's insensitive or what it is. I don't give a fuck what the reasons that you're going to fight for are. I will stand behind you forever, 100 fucking %. Rosie Taylor says, your favorite song at the moment. Favorite song at the moment. This is a good question. I don't listen to a lot of music. It's probably one of the things that I've made lately, or one of the new songs that Nova's made lately. That's my favorite. Probably something of hers, to be completely honest. I know that's lame, but I don't listen to a lot of music. Because I work so much on music that when I'm not working on music, I don't really fill my time with other people's music. I film it with, video games and shit like that. Dalton Gomol says, so, Snack the Ripper, Madchild, and Mercules. What are your thoughts on them? All Canadian rappers. All very dope rappers. That's about it. I don't know any of them very well, so I don't, that's all I can say. People ask me that all the time. What do you think of this rapper? What do you think of that rapper? And I'm just like, this cool. They make cool music, but I don't fucking know them. Like, just because we're not, like, all rappers aren't in, like, a fucking club together where we sit around and drink tea and eat muffins and get to know each other. Most of us don't fucking know each other from a hole in the ground. But they're cool. Like, I don't know. Greg says, what is your deepest, most meaningful song? The next song and video that I release that I told you I'm leaving for tour in 3 weeks, but I'm definitely dropping the next song and video before then. Probably the most deep and meaningful song for some reasons. Like, obviously, I Wish is very personal. Hang On is very personal. Castles is very personal. The Hard Way is very personal. A lot of very personal records. But this next one that I released, I was like crying on set of the music video performing the song, because it's just like, you'll know when you hear it. There are reasons why this one cuts me deep. You'll hear it. Lachey says, why does your shirt kind of match your neck tattoos? Because these aren't actually neck tattoos. They're just part of the shirt. So I bought them together. So yeah, I guess cat's out of the bag. I don't really have any tattoos. They're all just shirts that look like tattoos. I'm a loser, man. What can I say? Chase Gilchuck says, what is your ultimate goal for your music? I just want to make timeless music, man. I want to be, Zeppelin, the Beatles, Nirvana, Black Sabbath, Pink Floyd, Joe Cocker, Janis Joplin, The Grateful Dead, The Doors. I want to be timeless. I want to make timeless music. Like, my dad passed down Led Zeppelin to me. My dad passed down Pink Floyd to me. My dad passed down CCR to me, and Joe Cocker and Hendrix and all those guys. I want to make music that people fall in love with, and it touches them so deeply that they want to pass it down to their kids. That's what I want to do. That's the ultimate goal. Yolanda says, how do you decide where you tour next? I don't decide where I tour next. The venues and the markets and the promoters decide where I tour next. So they reach out, say that we'd like to have you here, and I show up. So if I'm doing tours and I haven't been to your town, it's because nobody there's reached out to do a show. So if you know a promoter in your town and you want us to come to your city and rage out with you for a night, talk to your local promoters, tell them to get in touch with us, tommacdonaldbusiness@gmail.com, and we'll get back in touch and we'll book the show and we'll come see you guys. So yeah, I'm going to reiterate this one more time. I'm sorry. If you want a copy of either one of my albums, ding, ding, I'm signing every single copy of Death Threats. I'm signing every single copy of Ghost Stories. Spent an hour. I spent like 3 hours signing them tonight. So if you want a copy, 41 songs in total, 4 hours of music. Enjoy these bad boys. They're amazing. I produced them all myself. I autographed them all myself. I packaged them all myself. I labeled them myself, and I send them all myself. I'm home for 3 more weeks before I leave on tour, so you got 3 weeks to place your order. I'm going to be sending out 2 shipments before I leave, so be quick about it. Also, the Make America Hate Again ski masks, the most offensive ski mask in the world, is back in stock. So if you want to stay warm and piss somebody off at the same time, pretty good combo. www.hangovergang.com for the albums, hangovergang.com for the ski masks. I'm signing these as well. Enjoy your stuff. People are asking when me and Falling in Reverse, that's who I'm touring with in November. They're asking when I'm going to be collabing with Falling in Reverse. We got some stuff in the works, so just be patient. It's coming soon. And I'll just reiterate that one more time. November, starting November 7th until December 11th. I have 22 shows. All all over the friggin' country. You can grab tickets at hangovergang.com, Falling in Reverse's website, Eventbrite, or you can just Google the venue and buy the tickets directly from their websites. So check out the poster. It's on my page. I'll put a link in the comments as soon as we're done this. And 22 shows. I hope I get to see you guys at one of them. It's going to be a blast. Okay. Got a headache. I'm under the weather. I'm going to go hang out with my dogs. I think it's Thursday night. I just got to say, I really appreciate everybody spending their Thursday night with me. That's very, very cool. It means the world to me to have this type of connection with you guys. It's awesome. To anybody that goes to the website and grabs one of the signed albums or a t-shirt or a ski mask or whatever it is, just know that like we're 100% independent over here. We sign all the albums ourselves. We sign the ski masks ourselves. We pay to have that stuff made. We package it, we label it, we ship it. So I know how hard it is to part with a hard-earned dollar. It's extremely difficult. I was broke for 30 years. I know how difficult it is to part with your hard-earned money. If you decide to spend it on something from my website, that I can't even tell you how much I appreciate it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It seriously means the fucking world to me. And it goes right back into the music and the videos and the tours and the merch and everything else. www.hangovergang.com. Pick something up if you want it. I hope I see you guys on the road in November. Like I said, 22 shows. I'll put the links to the albums. I'll put the links to the ski masks. And I will put the link to the tour tickets in the comments of this live stream. When you see my comment pop up, please give it a like and push it to the top of the feed to make it easier for everybody else to find. I'm being shadow banned, so share the hell out of my stuff. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, one more live stream in the bank. Like I said, I'm sorry if I was a little bit low energy today, but I'm under the weather and I did the best that I possibly could. I'm going to go take a hot shower. I'm going to sit down and watch some TV. I'm going to squish my dog and I'm going to get a good night's sleep so I can get up and sign all your albums tomorrow. To all the people that were saying nice things in the comments, man, that I didn't get to, thank you guys so much. It means the world to me. A lot of you guys tell me all the time that, you know, my music saved your life and it really helped you through a hard time. And I just want to say, you guys saved my life. You guys helped me through some very hard times. If it was not for you, there would be no me. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much. You guys are the Hangover Gang. We are the Hangover Gang. And I love you guys. You know, I wish there was the perfect words to say. I can't find them, and I don't think they exist. But you guys mean more to me than you will ever know. I'll see you on the road in November. Like I said, new music and videos coming soon. I'll try to continue my last few posts. I've been responding to everybody in the comments as much as I can. I'll try to continue that. It's been a blast talking with you guys. And that's really it, man. If you're going through a hard time, hang in there, be strong. I say it all the time, but it's true. Even the bumpiest roads run smooth. The clouds will break and the sun will shine down again. I promise you that. Your only fucking job is to hang in there until that happens. They might laugh at you because you're different, but we laugh at them because we're all the same. It's Hangover Gang forever. I love y'all so much. Have a great friggin' evening. I hope it was entertaining. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a great time with y'all. I love y'all. Get some rest. Sleep good. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.